All right, we're given the trinomial 8x squared plus 14x minus 15. This is a composite trinomial because our a term, a, b, c, our a term is a composite number. It's divisible by something more than just 1 in itself. All right, here 8 can be divisible by 2 and 4 and so on. So what we have to do to solve this is eventually we're gonna factor by grouping. So if you remember, we have to take our a term times our c term. So 8 times negative 15 is negative 120. All right, we want two numbers that multiply to give us negative 120, but also add to give us our b term, which in this case is 14. All right, so I need two numbers that when I multiply those two numbers together, I multiply those, they equal negative 120, and when I add those together, they equals 14. Now the easiest way to do this is to take the numbers that we have to multiply and write out their factors. All right, so what I mean by that is we have 1 and 120, 2 and 60, and so on. All right, so once I have all these factors written out, this is kind of what I've done, right? 1 times 120 is 120, 2 times 60 is 120, 3 times 40 is 120, all the way down until I can't go anymore. All right, and once you have all those listed out, you're going to look for pairs. They can somehow get you to be 14. Now you might notice that I'm kind of ignoring the negative here. That's because we can make either one, either our first or second number, negative. All right, so I see right away that 6 and 20 are 14 apart from each other. In order for those to work, when I put a 6 and a 20 in here, I need the 6 to be negative. All right, so do these numbers work when I put them up here? Negative 6 and 20? Yeah, negative 6 times 20 is also negative 120. So then what we're going to do is we're going to split our b term. I'm just going to take this positive 14x and make it a negative 6x plus 20x. All right, it's the exact same thing. If I were to put those back together, I'd still have 14x. But I have to bring down my sides, 8x squared out front and negative 15 at the end. Okay, now you notice we have 4 terms. And we know how to factor when you have 4 terms. We factor by grouping, like you saw in the last video. So what we're going to do is we're going to group our first 2 terms together and our second 2 terms together. In this first group, I can take out a 2x. It looks like 2x. And left over, 8 divided by 2 is 4. X squared divided by x is x. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. X divided by x cancels. Okay, and because this is factoring by grouping, I also need this set of parentheses to also equal 4x minus 3. And in order for that to happen, I would have to take out what from this top group? Well, it looks like I'd have to take out a 5. A positive 5. 20 divided by 5 is 4. X divided by no x is still x. And there, negative 15 divided by 5 is negative 3. Okay, and then we write our 2 outside parts together in one factor, 2x plus 5. Again, those came from here. And then we just write 1 of our 4x minus 3's. Okay, and all that together is your answer.